Hello there. This is Nothing But Nails, and I'm coming to you with a video. Some of my subscribers had asked me to show how I got my duck tip nails, how I did them. And so this video is specifically for that purpose. A few other things that I want to say, but I'm going to wait till the end of the video, considering the fact that this is my very first and only. Okay, now, as I was saying, this is my very first tutorial video, and as you can see, I have already glued on my nail tip to my nail trainer to preserve time. And so that I used to do my nails, I did use Young Nail products to do my nails, but in this video, because I'm really not used to working with that product, I just tried it out because I ordered some and I received it, so I just went ahead and did my set of nails with the Young Nails product. But I'm not going to do this video with that product because of the simple fact that but I'm not really used to working with Young Nail product. So I'm used to Mia's Secret. So what I'm going to do, okay, you know, I'm not going through all the prepping. This is an artificial nail. I'm not putting any primer on this nail, but you know, when you do real nails, you need a dehydrated primer. You need to buff the nail and all that. I'm not going through all that. That's not, I'm just trying to show you how I created my tip. And yes, my nail tips are white already. And I also, at the end of this video, I want to show you a few other products that I have. So, let me see if we can get started with this. I usually start back by the cuticle, and I would have buffed the nail, but this, like I say, this is an artificial nail, so I'm not going through all that process. I'm not here to try to show you the professional way to do a nail. I'm just going to try to do the way that I created mine. You know, stay a certain amount away from the cuticle and all that to prevent lifting. And I do all of that when I do my nails. I've been doing my nails for years now. So I pretty much do all of that stuff. But I'm not going to be doing it in this video. And you have to understand that it's really difficult for me to do this because I'm trying to work where it'll be on camera and it will try to stay in focus. But it's really difficult for me to try to do this. But it's clear acrylic that I'm using. That's all I do is put clear acrylic on top of here on my nails when I do them. Like I said, I am not a professional, so my technique, to be honest with you, I really don't have one. I just try to work it where it will go on the nail the way it's supposed to. And like I said, right now, it's really difficult for me to do this because I'm working around this camera, trying to get this product on here. And most of the time when I do my nails, I try to hold them down so that the product goes towards the top of the nail, towards the tip of the nail, should I say. I'm having to do things in a way that I wouldn't normally do them, because normally I would try to work backwards. When I go to the tip, I usually try to work it backwards, but I'm having to work around this camera, and it's very difficult. to get everything in line so that you have the least amount of filing to do. You don't want to have to do a whole lot of filing. So, if you can see that, and I know that is, see, that's another thing about doing this, is that the focus is just horrible on this camera. I'm using my cell phone, and I don't have a video camera yet, so the focus is really blah. But I'm hoping that you basically get the idea of what I did in order to get this nail to the way. And then I always take my brush. This is the brush that I'm using. It is a size 10. If I'm correct, I think it's a size 10. And I always take it and get it back to form and leave it to dry. And that's pretty much how I did my tip. But I'm not through yet. But while I'm waiting on that to dry, let me see, what else did I want to talk about? The duck tips. I have a lot. One of these days, I'm going to do a video on all the different stuff that I have, all my gel polishes and my stampers, stamper heads, and all that stuff. But this is my little trusty bag of nail tips. If you can see, I have all, these are only my duck tips. Now these are all my clear ones, white ones. If you can see in the middle, I have a few, yeah, there you go. I have a few zebra ones that I ordered, zebra tips. I only do like I don't do a whole set of nails with these. I just do like an accent, like either my ring fingers or my pointer fingers. I'll do an accent nail with my thing. But I have a lot of, I like to have a big supply, because there are sometimes when you make a mistake or mess up, then you have to maybe start over, so you need another tip. So I make sure I have plenty of nail tips. But this is what I really want to show you, and I'm going to do that. Let me move this to the side while I'm waiting for this, while I'm holding on. It doesn't take this long. The nail is dry right now, but I need to talk. So these are some duck tips that I have. I've had these for about 2 or 3 years now. I ordered them years ago. And they are huge. And I love them, but they came in clear. The only way they had them was in clear. And now, this one is the size 0 one. And it is big. As you can see, if I put this one on this nail, you can see just how big. Let me see if I can get it in a way where you can see just how big this nail. It's a huge duck tip nail. And I love these. I am in the process of trying to find out if I can get those tips in a white color, because you know I like my tips. And those tips come, it's 100 of them in a in the order, in the box. And this is the box they came in. It had a thing on it, but like I said, I've had them for a few years now. But they only come from size 0 to 4. You know, 0 being the largest size and 4 being the smallest size. Your sizes start, 0 is the largest size you can get, all the way back to 10s, which is the smallest, the little tiny nails. But these only come from 0 to 4s. I mean, they are huge. And so I really do want to get them in a size, in a white tip. So I'm waiting to hear back from the seller to find out if I can order these in a white tip. And if I can, I will. So now, let's see. Let me get back. Okay, now, I'm going to be using my trusty, my manicurist drill today. And bless its heart, it does need cleaning, because I did use it a little bit for my I used it for my nails when I did them. So I'm going to be going in with this just to fix up, you know, any little lumps and bumps that I may have created. You know, you just use camera here. So I really don't have too much to file down. That really isn't much at all. Hold on. Okay, I had to get my file, and I'm just going to file along the sides of this nail just to file it up a little. You don't want to file too much on the edge because you don't want to file down unless they're wider than some people would like them to be. That's when you would, you know, kind of file them to bring it in a little bit. But that's the whole point of a duck tip. Okay. And you just pretty much file it across the top so you can square it up. I like mine to be square. Sometimes you can do shapes and stuff across the top if you like. And just kind of file it down to even it out. But like I said, you don't want to file too much because you don't want to remove the purpose of the nail tip. It's a duck tip. You do want it to be a little wide. And so you want to keep it so that you don't have readjust it so that I can get to my nail. Okay, then I take a buffer and I just buff the nail. I just buff the nail. I have a particular technique for this, but it's okay because of the simple fact that I'm not a professional. I just know how I do my nails. I can do my own. And so that nail is very smooth. I mean, it is absolutely smooth. So now the next thing I do is I'm going to be using my little sensational LED lamp for this. So I'm going to try and move this paper. When I do my top coat, I showed you this in the last video. This is the top coat that I will be using, the Elite 99. Wow, out of time. So it's no wipe. So what I am going to do is I will take and I do use these a lot. I have these little alcohol swabs that I use a lot. They really come in handy when you are kind of in a pinch, like I think I am right now. So I'll just take my little alcohol thing and wipe over the nail, wipe it down with alcohol and smooth it on out. Okay, now I'll put on my top coat for this nail, but I will polish it with the top coat. And you know, cap off your free edge.
Is it clear?
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, I am so sorry about that little interruption, but I did get the nail paint polished, and now what I'm going to do is, since this is a nail trainer hand, I'm just going to turn my little LED lamp. I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to just stick the nail in there. And this lamp goes for 30 seconds at a time. So now what I wanted to say about this is, one rule of thumb for me, this is just for me, whenever I do my top coats, I always let my nail cure for 90 seconds. No matter what top coat I'm using, no matter whether I'm using the LED lamps, it beeps midway. That's the 15-second mark. And so then it will cut off when it's done. And then I click it again. And I know some people may say, well, why would you cure it? Because, let me tell you something. When I do my nails last. I mean, they last for over a month. If it wasn't for the fact of the growth, you know, for it growing out at the cuticle, my nails would last me about a good 2 months. So my polish stays on, it stays shiny, it stays smooth, no lumps and bumps, unless, you know, on occasion you may. And my nails last a long time. This gel polish lasts a long time on my nails because I'm not one that's going to be doing my nails every week like I used to. I used to change my polish every week, but with gel polish, you don't have to do that. So this is the last one. And if I take it out and it's still, now rule of thumb for me also is, if I happen to take it out and it still feels a little bit, I know you got that tacky layer, but if it feels a little bit sticky, I'll put it back in for one more run. I still feel like this is a lot better than the old-fashioned way when you use regular polish and you had to let your hands air dry for an hour, then you put your top coat on or whatever. Then you had to let it air dry for another hour or hour or two. You couldn't touch anything, do anything. So if I have to go about 10 minutes more, I'm okay with it. The last cure. And as I said, look at there. I mean, it is absolutely, I mean, it is, see, it's very smooth. It's a very smooth nail. This nail is not as nice as I would like it to be. I wish I could really do a tutorial, but like I say, with how I'm working with my camera situation, it's so. But anyway, here is the finished product. And I would love for it to have been a lot better, but working under these circumstances, I think I did. It came out pretty well. This is the finished nail. And like I said, it could have been better, but I'm working around the nail trainer. And I'm having a hard time doing it. It's not like when I'm sitting up doing my nails and there's no camera going and I can just do my nails freely like I want to. But anyway, this nail, this is the completed nail that I did. And I'm not going to, I really wish I could redo this again, but I'm not going to start this video over again. That is the finished product. So, I just hope you like it. Basically, pretty much I just glue my nails. So, this is the finished product. And I'm hoping that you really enjoyed this video. All right, bye-bye.